BBL 851, turn right, heading 180. Order 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established.
Engines. They're fantastic pieces of engineering, but they've also of late become a hot topic of discussions that's usually surrounded with negativity, whether it be with the recent Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 pressure issues that saw worldwide groundings on the Boeing 787s with Package B and Package C types, whether it be the Pratt & Whitney engines on the A320neo, or now most recently the GE9X on the new 777X. Airlines have weighed in on this in the past, but we've most recently received comments from Tim Clark, who is the president of Emirates, on the issue. His comments came at the same time as the Emirates A380 retirement news, which has been covered here on the channel in recent days. Earlier this year, Tim Clark made it very clear his stance on the Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 problems and overall problems with Rolls-Royce engines, and it was far from positive. This was when it came to the Airbus A380 though, more specifically, before Emirates cancelled their most recent order and a production announcement was made by Airbus. They said how they weren't confident in Rolls-Royce actually providing them better engines or safer engines on time and for a reasonable price. So what exactly is Emirates, and more specifically Tim Clark, saying right now? Essentially, the airline has warned that it plans to not take on any more new aircraft from not just Airbus and or Boeing, but any other manufacturer until the overall reliability of engines improves. The carrier in February placed orders for the A330neo and A350, and in the future will be welcoming on the Boeing 777X and Boeing 787-10s. These 4 different types will see Emirates' fleet diversity strengthen greatly, as now it's currently only the A380 and 777 flying the flag. Tim Clark went on to say, "We would be foolish in my view to start adjusting or coming up with new contracts until we are absolutely sure that these aircraft are going to do what they said they would." His overall feelings though for the situation is the following. Tim Clark and the whole of Emirates are fed up with these planes being delivered and not meeting the contract specifications. While the warning may seem harsh and could come as a shock to you, Tim Clark isn't necessarily one to hide his feelings, with the 777X order being put under threat due to political tensions and accusations on countless occasions. Of course, that is still intact, so whether it's a tactic to get the quality and or situations to improve is certainly a question for another day, but I would definitely lean to saying it is a possibility. Tim Clark, though, went on to further say, "When they don't give me aeroplanes and engines that work, it's over. Now you produce what you say you will produce. I cannot afford to have aircraft coming in and out of the fleet because engines have to be changed." Frankly, this actually makes complete sense. If you've been watching the videos over the past few weeks, you'll know I've been loving my analogies, and I hope you have too. Here's another one. You order a pizza once a week, but each time that pizza comes, it's either missing a topping, missing a slice, maybe even one week it's slightly burnt. Obviously, this is not what you want, and it highlights that the quality assurance tests on the pizza probably are not being conducted in the correct manner. When moving this analogy back to aviation, it frankly is something we've seen speculated in the past. People did not believe the MAX was tested correctly, and that's what's led to recent incidents. They believed that the process was indeed rushed. While it has not exactly been proven, we have had employees come out and say just how rushed proceedings were and how they felt they were under pressure constantly to push out new aircraft every single week. Ultimately, Emirates likes to keep their fleet young. We know that, just by looking at them retiring their first 2 A380s after only flying for around a decade. They've got a large arsenal, if you will, of future aircraft on order, and Tim Clark has openly said that he is still keen on welcoming all of these types on board. I mentioned the types earlier on in this video. But these engine problems across the board, especially with Rolls-Royce, first need to be sorted, so Emirates can ensure that they are receiving an unproblematic product that they intended to get when they actually signed the contract. What are your thoughts on Tim Clark's comments though? Do you believe they may be a little bit unfair, or are they completely justified? While I could say it's over the top, I personally do agree with him. When you're paying billions for aircraft and safety, and also quality is a requirement to ensure the lives of hundreds remain intact, you really can't be taking a product for granted and getting something that you simply didn't pay for. I'd like to thank you very much for tuning into another one of my videos, and I hope you are enjoying these longer videos. Videos are not daily anymore. I do try my best to get them out every few days, but I am spending more time working on the script and giving you more detail, as well as a little bit of my opinion at the end. I know that's something you all wanted, so as I mentioned, I hope you all are enjoying it, and I do very much look forward to you all joining me in the next one.